Person who lives at this house who says he let the suspect inside moments after that deadly parade tragedy. Also breaking, jury deliberations underway right now in the Ahmaud Arbery murder trial. We're live as the small Georgia town of Brunswick braces for a verdict. And saving humanity, NASA's plan to be ready for a potential Armageddon, the big test that's straight out of a movie. I'm Nichole Berlie. It is Tuesday, November 23rd. This is NewsNation Rush Hour. Those top stories in just a moment. Our NewsNation reporters are spread all across the country, and right now we are also covering in Florida. The answer to the question America has been waiting for: how did Brian Laundrie die? The man at the center of that nationwide search after his fiancee Gabby Petito went missing, then later found dead. Laundrie's skeletal remains found at a Florida nature preserve. His autopsy report released today. We do have the answer tonight in a live report. In Washington, D.C., President Biden announcing the release of emergency oil reserves to try to combat the nation's rising gas prices. But how much will be made available and when, and how quickly will it impact our prices at the pump? And in California, where yet again high-end retail stores falling victim to a smash and grab, a mass smash and grab. This time, more than a dozen looters targeting a popular Los Angeles mall, leaving shelves empty, stores destroyed. What new measures are being taken to try to prevent this from happening again? But we begin in Wisconsin. The suspect in that deadly Waukesha Christmas parade crash, Darrell Brooks Jr., appearing in court for the first time since Sunday's tragedy. And tonight, new video showing what appears to be Brooks knocking on the door of a home, asking to use the phone. The timestamp on that video, just moments after that deadly crash. Correspondent Kelly Beeson is live with us tonight. She spoke with that homeowner. Kelly, we all want to know what that homeowner has to say.
Absolutely, Nichole. Well, it appears the man in that video is Darrell Brooks. He approaches that front porch and the homeowner lets him inside.
In all actuality, it was a really scary thing.
Waukesha homeowner Daniel Ryder says it all happened in the span of about 10 minutes. Just moments after the parade crash, a man appearing to be 39-year-old Darrell Brooks knocks on his door, asking to use a phone.
I called an Uber, and I'm supposed to be waiting for it over here, but I don't know when it's coming. Can you call it for me, please?
He's looking in at me, telling me that he needs help.
Ryder says he let him in, gives him a jacket to wear, a cell phone to use, and a sandwich.
I wasn't getting the messages saying to shelter in place and there's a suspect on the loose, because he was on my phone for a long time, the whole time he was at the house.
He says the man appeared to call his mother and was speaking for a while until Ryder noticed police circling his neighborhood. He says he begins to feel uneasy.
We never get police traffic, or really much for any traffic on this road. So then at 5:10 is when you see me escorting him out of the house, and he listened. He was polite with me the whole time he was in my house, and he even thanked me, saying, "Thank you for showing me so much love here, man. I appreciate you."
After returning the coat and phone, Ryder says the man leaves willingly, but then returns to the window, yelling that he's missing his ID.
My ID.
He wanted to come inside, and immediately I was like, no, there's no way I'm letting this guy back in. I think he was just making up something to try to get back in the house and hide because he had seen an officer.
Shortly after, police arrive and appear to take the man into custody.
At that moment, I knew, oh, wow, this guy isn't what he said he was. I learned after he was in cuffs, and I called my neighbor who was at the parade, and he told me everything, and I was just in shock.
Ryder says knowing what he knows now, he would have never let him inside.
Oh, absolutely not. No way. I'm not letting anybody no strangers are coming into my house again.
Now, Ryder says he will be doing kind things in the future, but he'll be more cautious about it. He's obviously grateful to be okay. Darrell Brooks has been charged with 5 counts of intentional homicide. We have live pictures right now. His initial court appearance was set for 4 p.m. today. Nichole.
Oh, well, Kelly, I got to tell you, back here in the newsroom, we were just watching that video, really speechless here. I mean, he was just being a good Samaritan. So glad that he is okay. Kelly, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Well, the fate of the 3 men accused in the killing of Ahmaud Arbery now in the hands of the jury. NewsNation correspondent Tom Negevin is live for us in Brunswick, Georgia. Tom, the prosecution had the final word this morning. So what was their focus?
And they say they're focused on accountability here, Nichole. Prosecutors getting the last word here. Rebuttal arguments made today, telling the nearly all-white jury that Arbery was chased down and killed simply because he was a black man running down the street. Lawyers for the three defendants saying they were attempting a then legal citizen attack. McMichael no choice but to open fire with the shotgun he was holding. His father, Gregory, also charged. It was their neighbor also pursuing William Bryan, who recorded the deadly encounter on his phone. All three facing up to life in prison if convicted on the most serious counts they're facing. Prosecutors telling the jury today you can't claim self-defense when you're the aggressor.
We're yelling at him. Yelling at him, threatening to kill him. And then they killed him.
I do think that we will come back with a guilty verdict. And I want to leave you with this. God has brought us this far, and he's not going to fail us now. We will get justice for Ahmaud.
So, in short, defense lawyers and prosecutors offering very different summations of the same evidence in this courthouse over the last couple of days. Jurors getting about 5 hours of deliberations in so far. Just to give you a sense of how this is going to go forward, the court is scheduled a half day tomorrow, a day off for Thanksgiving, back to deliberations Friday and into the weekend, Nichole, if the jury needs it.
All right, Tom, thank you for that. Well, as the jury is deliberating, preparations are underway for, of course, the verdict. All eyes on the jury and the courthouse, where several agencies, including the Georgia State Patrol, are positioned for any possible reactions. Correspondent Evan Lambert is also live for us in Brunswick. So, Evan, tell us, how are people out there feeling right now?
Nichole, there's definitely a sense of anxious anticipation here. There's also lots of security. They're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst, all as this jury considers a case that some legal experts say involves some difficult law.
In a case like this, the jury knows everybody's watching.
Well-known Georgia defense attorney Paige Pate taking us inside what the jury in the trial for the killing of Ahmaud Arbery is likely considering. It captured the attention of the country after the video of Arbery's death was viewed around the world. There is some mental pressure to reach a verdict before Thanksgiving.
I do, absolutely. They want to be home with their family, you know. Nobody likes the stress of jury service.
Outside the courthouse, the largest protests were last week when hundreds of black pastors showed support after defense attorneys questioned the presence of reverends like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Though some in groups like the New Black Panthers were armed with rifles while chanting support for Arbery's family. In a new statement to NewsNation, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp's office said state emergency management officials and the Georgia State Patrol, quote, are coordinating with local officials in Glenn County to support their public safety needs during this time. Arbery's family attorney telling reporters outside court he's expecting the panel will come down on the side of justice for Ahmaud.
And we're confident that this jury will seriously consider all the evidence and come back with a verdict that is reflective of what actually happened, which is the brutal and unjustified murder of Ahmaud Arbery.
And we have been told that the Georgia National Guard is not involved in this security plan. Of course, things could change if things escalate. Nichole?
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.